All right, y'all. Let's get right into it. Giving all praises to the Most High Yahweh. We do so by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shai. I got my brother Hassad with me. No introduction needs to be had. Today has been a crazy day. How many hours of sleep you working on, Hassad? 0 hours of sleep. I probably got about 4 hours of sleep. If you're here because you want a back and forth mud throwing contest, this just ain't it. 1,011 people hit me up today because they know outside of probably Alazar's first baby's mom, I probably know him the best in the world. And I have to say, and Hassad mentioned this on Ariala's video, I have to say that I had no knowledge. Hassad and Ariala and his wives that were involved, they can attest to that me and Hassad had no knowledge that this was happening. It is a crazy ordeal, y'all. It's a crazy ordeal. I'm not here to present any new evidence at all. I do want to respond to a few things. And I just want to let the Most High's will be done and just keep my head down and continue doing the work. This affects everybody. This affects everybody. Everybody's shaking up about it. And I understand. I do understand. We expected some slander. We were prepared for more, but we expected some slander. We expected deflecting. We expected him to say, since I'm going down, I'm taking a couple people down with me. We expected that. But again, I'm not going to, because the brother said he repented and he kind of went into detail about it. I may not believe it was sincere, but only the Most High knows. I know what the Bible says. I don't want to stomp and kick the man while he's down.
Yeah.
And he says he's stepping down. I want to play this video though to talk about just a couple things that he said, just to clear up some stuff. This is not going to be a long video, but I want you guys to understand the seriousness of what is going on in the Israelite community today. So, Hassad, anything you got?
Yeah. Do you have the timestamp real quick of are we gonna play the part where he said basically it looks like as if we just tried to wait for the perfect opportunity to take him down? No. If not, I mean, if not,
I
that's
think so. I think so because that has to be addressed as well.
okay.
Because this isn't funny. This isn't a national holy day. I know for some camps they're happy that Alazar has gone down or stepping down or that he was exposed or that all this came out. We're not happy about it because of the effect it's going to have on the sheep of God.
Yeah.
Right. But let me get my water. 1 second. Go ahead.
Yeah, you guys. I was talking to a brother about it today. If not only would I wish that none of this was true, that none of this happened, I wish I didn't. I mean, well, all things considered, all things work for the good of those who love God, and so me getting removed from the organization is what it was what it was.
No, God saved our life.
Yeah,
God saved our lives. When
yeah,
we left when I left and Hassad was removed 8 months ago, and I left predicated on what happened with him, which in the future he might go into.
yeah,
God saved our lives. But go ahead.
yeah. It doesn't especially towards the end. I believe he was. I don't know if he was addressing the brothers that are still currently in Sakari or the people who he feels like backstabbed and betrayed him. And he said something like, "I let you niggas in my kids' lives, in my house." I have never betrayed Alazar a day in my life. Now, guess what? If he feels betrayed, there's gonna if he's listening, there might be times where he says, "You know what, brother, you did this where I feel betrayed." Then I'll say, "You know what, brother, I didn't mean to make you feel like that." And I wouldn't say that condescendingly. Like, what's crazy, and I want to go on a rant because I know this is gonna be a short video. There's never been malicious intent behind anything I did. Now, does that mean that if I do something wrong that it's justified because I didn't have malicious intent? No, but the point of me bringing that up is I was always like, I never wanted to be I never wanted my own camp. I wanted to just be in Sakai forever, bro. I was cool with being Robin to Alazar's Batman in the camp for the rest of my life. I was cool with that. I never wanted to take this brother down. None of that, bro. Like I never saw myself. I put my YouTube channel was Hassad Sakari. That's not my name. But I put Sakari as like my last name. Like that's me. That's what people know me as. But I
Yeah,
want to say
and
this. My bad.
go ahead.
I want to read this. Is Ezekiel 18 and 23. It says, have I any pleasure at all that the wicked should die, says the Lord God, and not that he should return from his ways and live? Regardless of what Alazar did or didn't do. And there's information that, again, we're not going to bring any new stuff because the brother said he repented. There's things that he said in the video that I do not agree with. There's things in the video that I feel like were bent. But guess what? At the end of the day, the ultimate thing was achieved, which is the brother said he repents. Like, what do y'all niggas? You guys are happy about that he's crying on the camera? When the Bible says love your neighbor as yourself, would you like in front of 1,700 people? Would you like Would you like 1,700 people laughing at you as you cry? You niggas are gonna find yourself in a whole crazy position when you're down bad and people are laughing at you. So guess what? While I'm upset with Alazar for prior stuff and whatnot, I am happy not that he's crying on camera and that he's stepping down. I'm happy that the brother said he repents and again, while I don't think he was telling the whole truth on certain things, 100% I don't believe that. He did say things that were true. He did say that.
Yeah, you gotta respect. You gotta respect
Most
that
of
he
you niggas would
did.
lie, bro. You would lie.
No. Most
You
niggas
would
would
you
lie.
would all out lie throughout the whole thing. Now,
Yeah,
I do believe there was a I don't
and
think you just totally, but I did a nice little bend. But that's neither here nor there. And it's not funny. I'm just trying to say that to kind of keep it somewhat lighthearted. At least he didn't all out lie, and most of you niggas would have all out lied to try to save your image. And I have to respect that he did not do that. That he looked effing camera in the eye with almost 2,000 people watching, with his reputation on the line, all that, and hold some truth. And if you're, I'm not trying to just say that you're an outright liar, bro, but I don't believe that was all the truth. That's all I'm saying. My bad.
yeah, yeah, and like I said, happy is not the word for it, but respect that he did admit that maybe the physical act didn't happen, but he fantasized about the physical act happening, and I couldn't have guessed that. You couldn't have paid me to tell me that my friend, my ex-best friend of 15 years damn near, was into that. You couldn't have paid me to believe that shit. You couldn't have paid me to believe it. Now, I would be lying if I told you guys we weren't ready to go all in tonight. And I'm happy that the Most High made it to where he did throw out a couple of slanders that are not proof. We talked to the elder already and said, if he doesn't produce proof, let's not really harp on it. And he said he's going to take whatever judgment the Most High gives him, let the Most High work it out. We at Genesis, we just want to keep building and moving forward. We don't want to make another video at all after this, period. I'm not interested in it. It's unfortunate. And but we're here now.
The only thing that I'm not going to take this opportunity to do it, is because everybody is hitting me up and telling me and insinuating on social media, Clubhouse, Instagram, Facebook, that the reason Deacon left and I was removed from Sakari, was in relation to any of this. Sometime in the future, when things have died down, because I'm not taking no shots at brothers. It's not what's getting ready to happen. I might not. Who cares, kind of, at this point, but maybe to just kind of set the record straight, we'll explain how I was removed from Sakari, but not right now, because anyway, go ahead, Deacon, my bad.
Yeah, so I'll address the chat in a second. So just give us some time and we'll address the chat in a second. All your questions, if it's not like bashing him or like, spreading extra lies or rumors about him, we're not going to be entertaining that. This isn't a F. Alizar party. Yay, we did it. No, it's not that. We were prepared for him to Nino Brown us, but it didn't happen in to that degree. What is Nino Brown? If you've seen New Jack City, when Nino Brown goes down, he attempts to take everybody down with him. But yeah, this isn't a boot party for Alizar. This isn't a boot party for Alizar. So I want to play some of this aside. You can share your screen, and then let's just start at verse 37 again. The elder told us if there's no proof, if they don't produce, see, Ariala and Hassad, they brought the proof. Now they may have not understood the context, but they brought the proof. And he admitted that these text messages that Ariala and Hassad brought out are not AI, they are from him. He admitted that. You guys will see it. So the elder informed us, the nation is watching. If he doesn't produce any proof, just let it go. We don't want to fight. But I just want to show y'all an example of this. Go ahead.
Right. Let's go to the book of John. Let's go to the book of John. 7:24. Right. Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. That's important. Judge not according to appearance and judge righteous judgment. I know this shit looks crazy. I understand it. And it the fuck looks crazy. I know that it is crazy.
Hold on, pause it real quick. Crazy. Pause it real quick. For those of you saying go to the elders, I went to the elders before. I went to the elders and they painted it. Not my elders. I went to particular elder and they was like, the sentiment was, can't do nothing. What do you want me to do? So we did that. Keep going.
I understand it's crazy. It's something that I'm certainly ashamed of, regrettable, but it's not what you think it is, right? Let's go here. So I was sent the initial video of Ariala first thing in the morning by Ariala himself, right? So let's go to Exodus 23 and say, thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to rest judgment. Neither shalt thou my fault. Not in the three, my bad. I need to start right here, 23:1. Neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to rest judgment. And that's a lot of what's going on here. So I was sent the video initially, and it was called GRLA Hebrew is a cuck that likes to get pegged. Both of those things are goddamn lies. I've never been cucked.
Pause it.
I don't like to get pegged.
I understand that you could say that those are lies, but the text message proof would paint the picture that it is true. Now he says that, oh, they were just playing, but if somebody just seen that text thread, they would come to that conclusion. So I could see why, you know, the brother Ariala would have took it that way. Keep going. And it does kind of be like, you know what, I'm not even gonna say nothing because this ain't let's stomp him out and get every point that might be contradictory. I'm not doing that. Go ahead.
That's not real. Those are emphatically not true. So your emphatic proof, allegedly through text message of conversation, is not emphatic proof that any actual thing has ever occurred. Never. And I've never been cucked, and I don't like to be pegged. That's not real.
That's some crazy wording.
But I find it interesting that not only Ariala, but then we have Hassad, who would sit up there and do that video knowing that his leader likes to get his ass played with.
Pause it. Hassad.
No, absolutely not.
So he literally made it seem like, you know, that I'm on some type of time that he's getting blamed for.
No, listen. Here's what it is. Let's be. I know Alizar. You know Alizar. Alizar, you might maybe listening. It sounded really crazy. You know what I mean? It was. It was like. I mean, it was a great transition. I didn't see that one coming. I'll tell you that. And I tried to roll with the punch, but it. Oh my God! Wow. It sounded for in front of 1,700 people without. We don't get to defend ourselves. Hey, you know what I mean? But now it's about defending ourselves.
Yeah, well, we don't have
I
to.
have absolutely no knowledge whatsoever of my brother right here liking his backside fondled in any way, shape, or form. So
Right,
I'll let you
right.
pick up from there, Deacon.
Now, like I said, the elder told us if there's no proof, if he's just talking, just kind of let him talk, whatever. So I just kind of wanted to just highlight that little part real quick. And then I think he said, and it's just so childish to me. It's like they're saying it's about me. No, he's doing it. No, you're it. Tag, you're it. No, you're it. Oh, no, look at so keep going.
That's out. That's just like, why are stones being thrown from people with glass houses?
Well, what glass house do I live in? I didn't. I have no idea about that, and there's no evidence of that. As far as I'm concerned, that isn't true.
The Black Aztec. I just said there's two lies. There's two lies and there's two slanders here. What are you talking about? I'm not someone who needs to manipulate words. There's two lies, two slanders. One is this one. The other one is about the pimping allegation. What are you talking about? Just chill out. Go ahead.
And ask me how I know.
Hey, you know what, Debak?
He was my
Somebody time out Debak. No, I'm joking. Go ahead.
best friend for 13 years. We
Now
could
watch
also
it.
get his other best friend, Sergeant Yatai, who known him since he was 10 years old.
Okay, so pause
That's-
that. And I got to keep harping on this. Ariala and Hassad brought proof. And all I want to clear this up and never talk about this again. Never go further. Never even introduce new information that we could have. If we wanted to expose him, we would have did it 8 months ago when we left. We don't get gratification out of this. But the same person he's calling a witness, the same person he's calling as a witness, text Hassad and said Alazar is lying on him, and it on the situation where he said that we created Genesis because we said we wanted Sakari to be over with.
Yeah, the their and our beginning thing. That's not
He text Hassad while you were alive saying you're lying on him.
Yeah, sorry, Tom. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? God damn it, Deacon. You know what I mean? But yeah,
You can go to 44. I just wanted to just bring that out real quick. Like I said, it was small. I'm gonna follow what the elders say and not harp on everything, and also not introduce new shit or even go deeper. So go to the 44-minute mark.
For the record, Genesis came from the original idea was new Genesis, new beginning. Then Deacon and I came to, okay, how about just Genesis? That's a little too long, new Genesis. Okay, well, we need a camp slogan. ISBK has no cowards. What are some other camp slogans? Oh, Sakari, we are the revolution. So, okay, well, how can we tie in Genesis with a camp slogan? We're not going to do in the beginning was the word and the word was with God and the word was God.
Look at this text right here. I actually beat niggas that act like women. So go ahead.
But we try to come up with a camp slogan. And so then we agreed on 2 Ezra 6 and 9, basically a summary of that. Their and our beginning. It wasn't about Sakari's end and our beginning. So just want to say that for the record. If that's what you thought, brother, then like just how I can take your word for you looked in the camera and said, the pegging thing that's not it. I'm not a liar. So I'm telling you right now, that's not what it was.
Bro, hold on. I gotta say this last thing. Oh man. He says there's no woman on earth because he's talking about me. Then he says there's no woman on earth that can say that about him, but there actually is. Like, this is what this video is about. There's no. Go ahead. I don't want to even like. Go ahead.
He's into. That's what he likes. That's not what I like. And there's not a woman, anybody in the whole world who can give a testimony to say that's what I like.
Brother, like this is what the video is about. That she did that to you. Now, we're taking your word. Let me share my screen real quick. Like I said, I don't want to go into it. I don't want to put. This is going to be our last time addressing this, brother. This right here, you admitted to buying a strap-on. You admitted to that, which we're going to play. But you said you guys didn't use it. But she's saying you guys did. But I'm gonna take your word for it, brother. So let's not try to say there's no woman on the earth that can say that when this is what the video, your response video is all about. Like, but like I said, I'm not gonna double down and say I believe her. I'm gonna take your word for it that it was just a fantasy that you had and you bought it and didn't do nothing with it. I'm gonna take your word for it because I can't. I mean, I'm just gonna take your word for it, bro. Go ahead, Assad, to the 44-minute mark.
Thou shalt not bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am Yahweh. So what's so crazy is a little over a week ago, somebody came on Deacon's, not gonna lie, right? You know, the anonymous questions. And they said, man, I heard you was still pimping hoes. Somebody said that. Now, I had already heard that, right? And
no, hold on. Pause it.
Not gonna lie.
The rumor was, I want everybody to hear this. The rumor is that I'm pimping hoes at camp. If I'm lying, let God kill my sweetest daughter. That I'm pimping hoes at camp. Can you imagine that? And it came from this autistic, disgruntled guy who's no longer affiliated. But they're saying that pimping hoes at camp, that means like I'm calling for precepts and then I'm like, hey, go bust that date. Go bust that date. Hey, my nigga, give me Romans 9:4. Yeah, she comes back with the trap. All my camp videos are on YouTube. You would have seen the type of stuff. This is why the elder said, now I give Alazar, I respect to Alazar because he said that's a goddamn lie. But Alazar's point is that he called me to let me know there was a nigga trying to spread lies on me. And I should have did the same for him. The point is that I didn't know any of this until damn near the day of when it came out.
You didn't know till Friday.
I didn't know till Friday. I didn't know till Friday about any of this. So, nigga, the tip, like, and I get it. I appreciate that. You did call me and you said there was a disgruntled individual. You don't believe it. Niggas tripping, whatever. I appreciate that. But I just wanted to address that. That's the claims, and Alazar's not making that claim. Don't lay that to his charge. I'm saying, but to mention that in here is kind of like, now I got to talk about that. Like, but let's move to 49 minutes.
This channel is never at 1,500 views live. That's how interested people are in and invested people are in the fall of GRLA Hebrew. Right. You know, but I take full ownership for the correspondence because I did send them. And she also sent them. I'm being framed as a predator when, you know, we were a couple engaging in sexting and, you know, that ranged in nature.
Wait, so he just admitted that the text threads are real and from him. So, like I said, I respect that. And it takes a man to, now, can I say I don't have no heaven to put nobody in, and I don't have no hell to put nobody in either. So I can't say where this man is going to end up. I know at the end of the video, he said, I'm going to accept my judgment like a man. He said that. Whatever the Most High got for him. Go ahead.
You know, but I want to address something
But you
So
know
that's
what that
projection
means, though? That means, though,
specifically.
for all of y'all who said that Ariala was making stuff up and they were fake, Alazar admitted that that text thread is not fake. Keep going.
Where are we at?
Same minute, same thing. Keep
Just
going.
keep going. All right.
Yeah.
Now want to go here because there's this domination stuff and things of that nature, and I want to address that because that's not something that I'm into, right? And this is y'all saw text messages if y'all watched the video in regards to her and the domination stuff,
Pause it. Pause it. Pause it.
all the stuff, right?
Because I want people to understand. Am I telling you to hate Alazar? No. I would never tell you to hate Alazar because I still got love for the brother, man. I ain't gonna lie. Now when I still got love for the brother, of course. We'll never be the same. We'll never ever be the same. I never blocked him. If he calls me, I never ignore it. I always answer it, you know. So
My bad. I ignore him. Salakia.
this is hard. This is hard for me. This is hard for me. I'm like, wow. Now, leading up to this, I was led to believe through the evidence that it actually happened, that the actual act happened. Now, he's saying that the actual act didn't happen. It's just a fantasy of his. But even then, I'm like, I could not. You couldn't pay somebody to write a movie like this about my life and it end up like this. It's just crazy to me. And you could say, somebody asked me earlier, if somebody committed a sin unto death, could you still pray for them? Now, am I saying he committed a sin unto death? I'll let you guys speculate. You listen to his testimony, you listen to Ariala's testimony. And I would say this. It wouldn't be against the Bible to pray for somebody that you thought committed a sin unto death. I think 1 John 5:16 is saying if you didn't want to pray for them, you don't have to.
Yeah.
But I would never tell somebody not to pray for a brother or sister who has done a heinous act or has pondered on a heinous act. I just wouldn't say that. I know that we all need mercy. We all do need mercy from the Lord. And the Most High wants his son to have a spotless bride. I understand that. You was gonna say something?
Yeah, I'm being a little too childish. I have love for Alazar, and I know that he feels like this was not done in good faith, and that this is fake love. I mean, if that's what he genuinely believes, I don't think that there's anything I can do to convince him of that. All I can say is that I love you, brother Alazar. I love your whole family, bro, and I think my track record speaks for that. If you believe that because of this, that overrides everything, I'm sorry that you believe that. If you think that I have just sat back and been waiting for the perfect moment to tear your image and destroy you, that's simply not the case, brother. At all.
Because we would have did that 8 months ago. Come on, Alazar, bro. Look at me. Like, we know each other. We know what we got. We know what we got. If that was the case, we would have did this I didn't even have nothing to do with this, but we would have got together to do something like expose you 8 months ago when we left. Like, nobody's just waiting for your downfall, brother.
Yeah, and then it would have just turned into, you're saying stuff about us, we're saying stuff about you, and it's just not good. But the point is, I think I can speak for Alzar and saying he's not interested in seeing our downfall, and we're certainly not interested in seeing his downfall. If that's how you interpreted this situation, then that's not what it was, brother.
So this is what I say to her. Let's just go vanilla and love each other. Now, just so y'all understand what vanilla means.
Are we just continuing from this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
vanilla sex refers to traditional heterosexual sexual activities without any unusual or adventurous elements. So what am I telling her? I just want to go vanilla and love her. This is what she responds to me. So I'm being
What
called a
is that?
predator.
She said, "I
This is the
love you."
response.
I love you either way. I just don't like you all the time. What was
Oh,
the
okay.
solution you had mentioned earlier?
Okay,
I've
keep going.
I get to wanting to have regular sex with her.
Oh, he said,
Just for
"Letting
the
me
record.
dominate you will help." Okay, keep going.
yeah, okay.
She said, I love you either way. I just don't like you all the time. What was the solution you had mentioned earlier? Because I mentioned a solution to our problems. I said, I feel the same, babe. I just really want to work on us. She said, how is this realistic? I said, I think it is. She said, what's the plan? I said, I need to cater to you better emotionally. This is what she says. This is how she says I can cater to her better emotionally. Letting me dominate you will help. There's text messages that are being used to make me look like a predator when I'm literally in this thread, in this particular instance, a man attempting to fix and save my marriage. And she's telling me that's going to help cater to her emotionally. So just so you guys understand the context of where some of this stuff is coming from, she's asking me to participate in this, though I'm telling her I don't want to. I want to have a normal sex life, but I do want to cater to her emotionally. And this is what she's asking me to do in order to help her be catered to emotionally.
I mean, we need Jesus Christ, you guys. You know, when I came into the truth, I thought we all believed the same thing. I thought we all loved each other, and we're gonna read the Bible until Jesus come back. And it's just like, nigga. Now we're getting to a point where it's just, but we are the Israelites. We're the people that Moses literally said, God, if you're gonna leave me in charge of these people, just kill me. You know, and when I say that, I'm not talking about like in response to what Alazar is saying right here in particular, but it's the fact that this is what we're talking about right now. Like this, I'm saying this is where we are at. You know, it's like, golly.
And this is why it's very unfair for the inner workings of a marriage to be exposed to the world, because there are so many aspects of it. There's so many things and nuances that are not being dealt with or discussed or understood or need to be. There's dirty laundry that doesn't need to be aired out. Now, again, if I was doing something insane, I got you. But additionally, matter of fact, even before I get there, kind of outside of this though, because that's the domination aspect, and that's never nothing I was into at any point. There was a pagan kit that was definitely purchased, and I made it disappear. It vanished.
Wait, hold on.
I mean, ask her. Anybody can ask her.
So he said he purchased the strap on and then it vanished. Is that what he just said?
Yeah, it sounds like he's saying she wanted that, he didn't want it, so he threw it away. That's what I can interpret from that.
But what?
I'm taking his word for it. Listen, Alazar, I'm taking your word for
Okay,
it.
go ahead. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Your word for it, Alazar.
Ask her where it went. It vanished. She's asking me, where'd it go? I'm playing stupid. Where is it? I'm not into that, bro. That's not what I'm into.
He didn't
That's
say,
not what I'm
hold
about.
on.
That's not what I'm.
Okay, he didn't say he purchased it. He said it was purchased.
Well, the issue, I think, I have to call a spade a spade. It's ambiguous when you say that. I understand you're trying to leave it ambiguous, but the evidence says, from what I've seen, and if I'm wrong, then I'll say, hey, guess what, everybody, I'm wrong. From the text that were shown, that brother purchased it. But guess what? From more importantly than that, because this isn't like a bashing thing. at all. It wasn't used. So that's the most important thing. Is it
according to what he said.
according to what he said? I'm gonna take his word for it. I don't want to believe that he used it. And if he says it and I don't believe he's lying, then I hope not.
I'm down with. Never have been, never fucking will be. Right? So I don't want that on my jacket whatsoever. Whatsoever. I want
But
to
why
see.
is she asking? Hold on. Why is she asking him where it went and he's saying he don't know? I don't know. But listen, we're not trying to crack a case here. Some shit might not make sense, but we're not trying to crack a case, so just play it.
But there's things I will own. Because I'm gonna kind of bring us to kind of the point now through the spirit. And all praise again to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Over the course of time, I definitely developed an arousal to certain things. She got a mouth on her, and I like that about her, right? I like women who got mouths on them. Always have since a kid. The girls in the hood with they had the mouths. I always like that. And there's through that, she I ain't even gonna do that. Right? I'm gonna just put it to you like that. I've always had a thing for girls with mouths. And just kind of through that, over the course of time, I kind of developed this weird fixation on, kind of certain relationships.
Are we playing this whole thing?
Oh, okay. So I stand corrected. Again, I'm not trying to lie on the brother. I thought he said he had. So his fantasy is black women having intercourse.
He said this was. I think is what he said.
Okay, it was his fantasy was black women
and he's
having
repented of
intercourse with white men.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think we could kind of, if you guys want to, I just really wanted to kind of just let you guys know I had no knowledge of this. He will tell you. Matter of fact, if I did, he could have said, if I did know anything about this, he could have outed me right in his live show today. They say Deacon got Hassad on here trying to explain. Deacon knew I was into this stuff. I had no clue. So I wanted to let you guys know this is not why I left Sakari. I don't have to tell you guys why I left Sakari. This is not why I left Sakari. I had no clue about this. And I just wanted to address a couple of points a couple of claims that was made about me. And pray for all the leaders in Israel. Pray for them all. I don't want to make this a Bash Al-Azhar party. I think we can end it here. If you guys want to watch it, it's on his channel.
You guys are so horrible. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe you know what? I'm gonna say it because I'm on Deacon's channel. My comments, the people who watch my channel are way better than you niggas. God damn, you guys are evil, bro. Let it play. No, we want to watch it play. For what? You saw it already. What you want us to sit? What do you think I'm finna do when I sit back and watch this?
Yeah, people found it disturbing, but the brother, like I said, I'm not happy, but respect to him. He owned up to it. He said he got therapy and he's turned from it. And you got to take him for his word unless somebody can provide evidence that suggests otherwise. So, somebody said pray for his side. Yes,
Yeah. Do that too.
Pray for me too. Pray for all the leaders. There's definitely an attack, and it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's Passover season, as we always like to say, and you'll see similar things. You'll see a sift. You'll see a sift, right?
I didn't know he repented, the Black Aztec. I didn't know about this information until Monday. And I was sworn to not say anything. I didn't know nothing about this. When I first came across this information, I said, yeah, right. Yeah, okay. Like Digga said earlier, you couldn't pay me all the money in the world to believe that madness. Okay, sure, yeah. I didn't know, bro. I had no clue until 6 days ago. But yeah, you know.
Any questions in the chat, like, that's not Alizar bashing?
These people are here for one thing and one thing only. That.
I know, to bash Alizar.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, let's go ahead and end this. We're going to end this by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Everybody keep everybody in your prayers, and we're going to say shalom.